Hi, I'm Rich Curran of Ocean Optics. One of my favorite things about working at Ocean is that I get to bump into great people like Derek Gunther, one of our longtime product scientists, here at our customer demonstration center at our headquarters. Great to bump into you, Derek.
I tend to bump into a lot of people myself every time I'm not wearing these glasses, to be honest with you. So
speaking of glasses, being based here in Orlando, sunglasses are very important for us. And as we were talking about, an important part of sunglasses is UV light protection.
Oh yeah.
And as we started chatting, you mentioned that our setup enables us to test things like UV light transmission. So can you give me a quick step through of what we have here?
Sure, yeah, we got a great transmission setup here that includes a UV Vis light source, along with the UV Vis spectrometer and the fibers connecting everything, and an attenuator here, very useful for all sorts of measurements. We have our field goal post accessory called our 74 ACH, and this lets us drop in all sorts of different types of samples that just need the light transmitted through right into the sample path there.
Cool. Okay, so I know when you came in today, you had your sunglasses.
Yep.
You're a cool guy, you wear cool aviators.
Indeed.
May I try them?
Please. Oh, looking good.
Yeah,
oh, you could be a police officer.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
But these are nice. These are a nice pair of sunglasses. Let's test and see how well they're doing on blocking the UV transmission.
Sure. That looks good.
Okay.
And so I also happen to have brought some lower end sunglasses.
Oh, really?
So these are about $90. So they're not super expensive, but also not crazy cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But these are about $9, about an order of magnitude less. They're kids' glasses, just from an impulse rack at a convenience store there.
You told me they were South Beach glasses.
They are. So they were from a store on South Beach, but I get away telling people that they're South Beach glasses that way. But they were pretty trendy if you're wearing an orange outfit.
I should have known better. Let's take a look.
Great. So we took a snapshot there.
Mm-hmm. And what are we seeing?
So if we turn off our light source here for a second, and we're taking a look at the blue was our the higher end glasses, and the green were the less expensive glasses there. So it's interesting. These aviators here, they both block off right around just above 400 nanometers, and that is kind of where the danger zone starts. So the UV stuff, we want to be cutting off below 400, where that's going to be causing some issues for the eyes, as opposed to these higher wavelengths. It's interesting that the aviators let more of the infrared light, the higher wavelength light through, but otherwise they're both doing a pretty good job at cutting off pretty hard right at the 400. So even though you're getting a difference in price, we're still getting a pretty nice cutoff.
So below 400 is what matters.
Right.
But we can't tell that on our own, but through the Ocean setup we can measure what matters here and determine the level of UV light transmission. Really interesting that you do get more of what you pay for with better performance,
right?
But both of them are giving at least the adequate protection.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very interesting. Now, one of the things I know you mentioned to me, Derek, was because your eyesight is so valuable to you, you actually, when you get your glasses, you pay more to get UV treatment of your lenses.
Oh yeah.
Even though they're clear lenses.
Right.
So whereas I might assume sunglasses are giving some blockage because of the tinting they have, can we test your glasses and see how they're doing?
Please, let's do it. Let's give it a shot
right.
there. I'm going to throw this back on here. So you want to throw those in?
Okay, let's see how they do. Did you get what you paid for, Derek?
They did a pretty good job cutting off right there.
Remarkable.
So and now I also happen to have a lower cost pair because I don't always, want to be risking my high-end prescription. So these are more the $25. But again, these are about an order of magnitude where these are probably around $250. Whereas these are only about $25. So
but even here, you specified you wanted UV protection of these lenses. Clear lenses, but UV protection.
Exactly.
Let's see how they do.
Got that. Cool. So we
look at that.
There.
Yeah.
So then if we go ahead and kill our light source again here. So this is pretty interesting. So we're actually getting more UV cutoff with the $25 pair than we are with the $250 pair. Isn't that something?
Amazing.
So we're getting that all those extras, probably another 40, 50 nanometers worth of cutoff there. But it is interesting that these higher end ones have a little bit of this waviness, and that has to do with the surface treatment on there and some of the interference patterns that with the higher end glasses, as opposed to these, which are a little more broad, and I think they're just lower cost plastic. But still interesting how much more the lower cost gets you down into the UV cutoff there.
So in each case, we're getting what we pay for.
Yeah.
They're all providing some level of protection.
Right.
Which matters, and we're able to measure exactly how much protection we're getting from each of the four.
Yeah.
from a very simple setup.
Right, and this is super valuable for people working in research, quality, manufacturing, anything where we can, quickly take a sample, scan it, and get that reading that tells us exactly how efficient we've been at achieving, what we're trying to build.
Really cool, and not what I would have expected for sure.
Right, yeah, likewise.
So, as always, great to bump into you, and I always learn something new.
Oh, likewise.
Thanks
Thanks so much.